In this video, I'm going to talk about a pretty interesting idea. Basically, it's that your ranked games in some TAC FPS, or really any game, are better aim practice than Kovaaks in some cases. Lately, I've been getting more and more comments from people who don't aim train, mainly due to my mouse excel video becoming kind of popular, and one of these really stuck with me. Now, someone told me that they tried aim training, and they were kind of just bored the whole time, and it didn't seem to help at all, especially not compared to CS. Now, at first I was like, well, that's kind of odd, but then I thought about it. For a lot of people, aim training won't work because they aren't staying focused. If you aren't focusing on your aim, but you are completely concentrated on it in deathmatches and ranked, these might work better for you than aim training. Aim training is really efficient, so even if you are really unfocused, but you're under 25 or so, you can still get a lot from it, and it may still be better than your deathmatches and ranks. But this doesn't mean that deathmatches and ranked are efficient for anyone, as you can improve on your focus, and there's a ton of cool tricks you can use to become more focused in aim trainers so that they actually work to their full potential. And also, most people agree your focus in ranked shouldn't be on aim, it should be on decision making. So if you're not focused in aim in ranked or aim trainers will work better, but not very well. The first thing you can do is be really invested in a certain benchmarking system, like not just filling out the Voltaic spreadsheet, but actually like caring about your rank and trying to improve it. If you're directly motivated to hit a certain goal, you'll be much more dialed in while you're working towards it. I've been able to hold focus for a full hour on a single scenario just trying to get a score. Now, I'm not saying that doing one scenario for a full hour is good for improvement. I'm just using it as an example to show how much focus you can get just by being motivated by a goal. A lot of people say that aim trainer scores don't matter, a one-off high score isn't real improvement, and stuff like that, and I agree with that logic, but I disagree with what it implies. Caring about your scores is important because it helps you stay focused on actually improving your aim. Setting goals for yourself and trying to hit them is super important. Of course, be okay if you don't hit your goals. It's very hard to predict how quickly you'll learn a skill. Now, another way to do this is make aim training into a competition with others. This can be challenging friends to see who can have the best high score by the end of the month, and chances are your friends are different skill levels, so this might not work. So you could also structure the challenges to see who can have the biggest difference in scores, like the most improvement over 1 month or something. Now, another super popular way to boost focus is to use a sensitivity randomizer. A constantly changing sense will force you to be aware of your crosshair's motion and not go on autopilot. Kovaaks is the only aim trainer I know of that doesn't have a built-in randomizer, though you can use a third-party software if you want, or just use another aim trainer. Normal sense changes, especially radical ones to really high or low senses that will take longer to adapt to, can have the same effect. You should also be really focused on limiting your sessions. No one's going to benefit much from a session over 90 minutes. If you have 3 hours to aim train one day, it'd be better to give yourself a break between and do 2 90-minute sessions instead of just training for 3 hours. Leave at least an hour or two between these sessions and use that time to do something like take a nap or a quick meditation, which is pretty important. Maybe play some games, watch a few of my videos, get some exercise, and most importantly, subscribe to me. However, most people I know don't even like aim training for a full hour, and there's really no need to do this if you don't want to. Instead of forcing out a long session, focus on aim training intensely for a period of time that's a lot shorter. This will be way more effective and you'll spend less time training too. If your focus keeps drifting after like 30 minutes, you can just try to force yourself to dial in and try and increase your focus, or just stop. You can work on focus over time, and like forcing yourself to focus might help with that. One other thing you can do for focus is pick a point on your monitor and just stare at it for a minute or so. After this, you'll be more focused just because of how your brain works, according to the Huberman podcast. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more aim tips.